I'm gonna do a little bit of a divine counterpart video today. So I feel like a lot of people that may have interest in this channel are potentially on this journey. So of course, part of what I am speaking about and teaching about, obviously, is the idea of the divine counterpart. And I will kind of put a caveat to this. Now, a lot of individuals that are not on this journey will not resonate with this at all. And that's totally fine, because there are a lot of individuals that, again, this won't make sense for. And so I'll break it down for you the best way that I can and the best way that I understand it. So usually, if this is something that you have incarnated to experience here on earth, you will have known this basically from birth. It will be something that was written into your life plan. It will be something that you agreed to, that you designed into the way that your life was going to unfold, and there's a purpose for it. So it brings a higher frequency of unconditional love to planet Earth. And some of these, like when being a professional individual and, being very much in a seriously logical, science-based, business-minded position, even for myself, saying some of these things don't make sense to the logical mind. They don't make sense to the way that society has brought us up to think. And so again, it's a part of leaning into the true nature of your being. And that can be scary, because when you're leaning into something that has been a part of you from the very instant you landed here on the planet, and you know it, and you know that it is something that you are meant to do, but again, it goes against everything that you've been taught, there's a lot of fear that comes up, within that, the construct of societal expectations, the construct of, what your family may have dictated to you, what you've learned from different institutions, that kind of thing. So I want to just, take it away from sort of some of the fluffy stuff that people talk about online when they talk about twin flames or divine counterparts, and really make it about your own journey, because that's what it's about anyways. And it's really about seeing yourself and it challenges you to see yourself in the most real way, and to really deconstruct all of these ideas that you really have picked up along the way in terms of social programming and expectations. And it forces you to move through fear, to move through, everything that is holding you back. So all of your doubts about the self, all of your fears about who and what you are, the shadows, the things that you have been holding on to that you feel are wrong about you, that are broken about you, that again, that's that heaviness, that lower vibration that you carry along with you, that is extremely limiting and is the opposite of the love and the light. And so again, it is a very challenging journey. It is a personal journey. It has nothing to do with romantic connection, as we would understand it from what we've learned, for most of our lifetimes. This is about you healing you. And again, there is no expectations, there are no guarantees. And so in and of that, you have to let that go. And it's a journey of self-love, because again, if you break it down and you understand, what that blueprint actually means, if you understand it from, its true core purposefulness, then it it is you. It is you that is incarnated in a dualistic form. It's the exact same soul blueprint that you have, and therefore you have to love yourself completely. And in doing this, in finding this full spectrum unconditional love, you, by way of that, end up loving everything, loving all of the chaos, the complexity, the growth, the challenges. And the other thing that I wanted to bring up is that, you know, you have to have a lot of courage on the journey, because it will really cause you to question everything. So everything that you thought you knew about life will come into question on this journey. Basically, you know, even who you are, you know, what is your purpose? Who is God? What is God? What is the universe? It starts to really, you know, unpack all of these deep questions that we normally are too busy in terms of our daily lives, our schedules, our routines, the expectations, the things that we're obligated to do, our work, our families, etc., etc. All of that has to get unpacked and analyzed, and then, you know, we really start to look at our existence through a much deeper, more complex lens. And it's a beautiful process, but it's also can be a very scary and overwhelming process. And again, that's kind of what I'm talking and why I'm talking about it. So there are things that you will have to let go of that are limiting you. So conditioning, our social conditioning, expectations that we have on ourselves, on others. Again, when you let go of the expectations you have on yourself, immediately you have to let go of the expectation you have on others. Appearances, so age, how people look, how people show up. I mean, I've definitely done a lot of research into this topic over many years, and a lot of other individuals will say that it doesn't necessarily make sense. And that has a purpose in it. The love itself is meant to transcend the things that don't normally make sense and the things that don't normally fit together. Institutions. So again, it's about transcendence. A lot of times these divine relationships are meant to break down and cycle through old energies. So things that are outdated and old programming, ways that we can utilize the journey to ascend to a higher state of knowingness. Societal expectations, family expectations. So again, a lot of times, well, most of the time, people stay in situations, or they construct their lives around things that are very three-dimensional and things that really don't negate or propel one's soul towards the highest expression of love. And you know, those can be things like status, financial security, basic companionship, just knowing that, you know, at least you feel secure, at least you have somebody there by your side. Ego can be another one. Well, obviously a big one. It has to do with ego, because it's the dissolution of ego is at the center of this perfect storm that is this divine counterpart journey. And of course, fear. Fear is the number one thing that we have to move through. Fear is the mechanism that holds us back from so many different things. So again, I want to be encouraging in this video. I want to bring you a sense of peace and a sense of like you're not going crazy and you're not strange if you're in, you know, a very, you know, wherever you are in life. It's not, it will shake your world up and it will make you question a lot of things, but questioning it's that deep questioning that causes drastic transformation. And that's what we need right now on planet Earth, is a drastic transformation in the global consciousness to bring in a new energy. This new energy is essential, and it will bring about, again, with it, a total transformation of the old ways of doing things. But we've been in this cycle for many thousands of years of this very heavy, dark energy, this very controlling, unbalanced energy. And it's nobody's fault. It's not that it's, any one group's fault. Obviously, we have been dominated primarily by the masculine energies for, again, many thousands of years. And that imbalance has caused a lot of disturbances here on Earth. And it's this time that we're in is a time of balancing. Unfortunately, it has the ability, with a strong feminine presence, really making itself known in terms of existence. It has the ability to swing the pendulum the opposite way and have, that feminine energy really try to be dominant due to the fact that the masculine energy has been overly dominant for so long. And so that's why it's important that we really look at balance, because the sweet spot is not about pointing fingers or saying, all of these negative things were done, or, it's the masculine energies, distortions that, are the issue. The issue is that we have to find an equilibrium, we have to find balance, and we have to return to a divine love that is based in respect and a pure form of love, not a distorted form of love. I'm going to cut this short. I have to jump into a conference call here. But I just wanted to chat a little bit about this concept in this video today. And again, hopefully it's helpful to some of you guys out there, and have a beautiful rest of your week.